I decided today, since Daddy Shack was Big Lane, whatever you want to call him, was out working this morning, that I would do some of my own poking. There's a truck go by. On another road down where we live. And actually did pretty good so far. Show you here. You can see that because I've got my thing that's full. Plus I got 2 baseballs and one of these little balls. Mostly beer cans. Some other interesting stuff. It's very hot today. It's around 12 o'clock. So, yes, I decided to do this in the heat of the day. Perfect time to do this. I know. But I'm gonna go across the street for a second because I wanna share something with y'all. I'm gonna leave my cans because nobody's gonna get it. So, something that you need to be careful of if you decide to go poking, picking, whatever you want to call it, for aluminum cans. Something that you need to be very careful of, no matter where you live, is syringes for drug use. Doesn't matter where you're at, whether you're in, big city, nice suburb, country. It really doesn't matter, because there are drug users in every place. And I came across that today, and came across a spoon first, and I thought, oh, okay, metal, no big deal. And I was about to pick it up with my hands, and left my gloves in Lane's truck today, so that doesn't help the situation here with some of my picking up. So I will wash my hands thoroughly when I get home. But when I was looking down, I saw the spoon, and my eye happened to catch a glance of something else. And when I look down, it's a syringe. It's a used syringe. Now, it doesn't look like there is a needle attached at this point. I'm not sure if in your community that you're in, if you need to report these things. But for us, if we come across these things, we're supposed to report it. So I didn't touch either the spoon or the syringe, even though there's no, seems to be no needle in it. But, I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully you can. Okay, that's what I came across. And I hope, since I've got this focused on me, that you were able to see that syringe. But just make sure that when you are doing picking, if you're picking, poking, whatever you want to call it, getting aluminum cans, you need to make sure that you're very careful. Make sure that you have on boots, for one. Don't go, quote, picking, poking, whatever you want to call it, for aluminum cans and metal on the side of the road. Don't do it in sneakers. Don't do it in something that's got, real soft sole. You need to do it in some kind of boot. I've got on some hiking boots. Probably still wouldn't have helped me if I had come across that syringe with a needle attached, sticking straight up. But at least it would have, had some stopping power. You need to make sure that you're real careful when you're looking, and you're very observant about these things. And like I said, it doesn't matter what kind of a community you live in, rural, big city. Please watch out for syringes, things like that. And if you see, usually, I would say if you just see a spoon just tossed off on the side of the road, it might not be, a big indicator of anything. There's not a little mud on it, but I don't know how long this has been sitting here. I haven't come looking for aluminum cans down this road. This is my first time, even though it is the road that we take to get to our house. I mean, we live right off of it. But since I just started getting into, walking down, picking up cans, this is the first time I've come across anything like this. But like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're in rural, if you're in a exclusive suburb. It just doesn't matter. Drug addicts are going to toss their syringes anywhere, and they don't care. Okay. The one thing I have noticed is that most of the time when you see trash that's tossed aluminum cans. They don't do it as much in front of houses. They wait till they pass. They don't want anybody to see them. I get that. Sometimes they don't care, just depending on where you live. So far, what I have seen is they try to stay away from doing it directly in front of someone's house. So in some ways, I guess you could say they're being a little bit conscientious. But most of the time, cans, and it doesn't matter whether it's cans, it's aluminum, foil, it's plastic bottles or whatever, you know, they're going to do it away from houses most of the time. And most of the stuff that I've picked up so far today has been where there's not been a house. So, you know, I've gone down, I look, yeah, down this road right here, you can see, and then that little street right off here, there's only 3 houses on it. Then I went down that little road on my way back, and see, this is going back towards my house. So I went down one side and then came back up the next side. But right now what I'm doing is I'm waiting for one of the sheriff's deputies to come out, take a report, whatever. He already knows me, only because he's also our resource officer in our little town. So I see him every morning dropping my son off. So, you know, it's not going to be any huge deal as far as that. You know, I'm just sitting here waiting on him because somebody in authority needs to pick that up, and you know, if there's anything that they can do with it, that's great. If there's not, it still needs to be picked up so that someone else doesn't see it and just pick it up. So just remember, if you're doing any kind of, if it's aluminum cans, if it's just metal in general that you're picking up off the side of the road, just make sure that you watch your observant for things like syringes, and call your local authorities and see what they want to do. And like I said, ours, they want us to report it so they can come pick it up, because nobody needs to come across that and, you know, if there's a needle in it, step on it, get hurt, and possibly get sick, because you know what happens with druggies. They have, you know, diseases that, you know, we don't even know, and you don't know who it is. So, you know, you want to protect yourself. So make sure you wear gloves. Like I said, I kind of did the dumb thing, and I did not wear gloves coming out this time. That's a shame on me. Again, just be observant and contact your local authorities. Find out what they want you to do, and stay there so you can show them where it is.